In the last episode, our small band of rebels, having defeated the tyrannical Archon, was finally starting to heal and find some sense of peace. Lyrian had taken the reins of our fledgling government, and I, still grappling with the shocking truths about my past and Lyra's biotechnology, found comfort in the company of Archaea, Dr. Lyra, and Kale. The stars shone brightly above us as we stood on the precipice of a new era. I took a deep breath, feeling the weight of my responsibilities slowly lifting. For a moment I allowed myself to believe that the worst was behind us. But that moment was short-lived. A soft chime from an encrypted comms device pierced the night air, and Dr. Lyra's eyes locked onto the small console in her hand. She frowned, her brow furrowed in concern. "What's wrong, Lyra?" I asked, my instincts on high alert. "It's a message from an unknown sender," she replied, her voice low and cautious. The words are encrypted, but I managed to decode the basic content. I stepped closer, my heart beating just a bit faster. "What does it say?" The message reads, "Aethereian archive hidden, seek cartographer, knowledge to reclaim." Archaea's eyes met mine, a spark of excitement igniting within them. "What do you think it means?" I turned to Kale, who had been quietly observing our exchange. "Your thoughts, Kale." Kale's gaze narrowed. "This could be a trap, or it could be the break we need. We can't ignore it." Dr. Lyra nodded in agreement. "I can try to dig deeper, see if I can uncover more information about this cartographer or the archive." But I knew we couldn't afford to wait. The message had awakened something within me, a sense of purpose I couldn't ignore. "We have to find out more," I said, my voice firm. "Let's gather what we can and prepare to move out. We leave at dawn." The night air seemed to vibrate with anticipation as we began to make our plans, the promise of the unknown beckoning us like a siren's call. I could feel it in my bones. Our journey was far from over. In fact, it was only just beginning. Previously, Alex and his companions had defeated Archon, and Lyrian had taken the reins of their fledgling government. However, a cryptic message from an unknown ally hinted at the existence of a hidden Aethereian archive, containing ancient knowledge and forgotten technologies that could forever change the course of their world. As I stood on the edge of our makeshift camp, the first light of dawn creeping over the horizon, I felt the weight of our mission settling in. The message replayed in my mind like a mantra, each word burning with an intensity that I couldn't ignore. Aethereian archive hidden, seek cartographer, knowledge to reclaim. The mystery surrounding the archive was tantalizing, but I knew that we had to be cautious. We couldn't afford to get caught in a trap or, worse, lead ourselves into a dead end. "All right, let's move out," I called out, my voice echoing across the camp. Dr. Lyra, Kale, and Archaea quickly gathered their gear, their faces set with determination. As we ventured into the unforgiving landscape, the air grew thick with an unspoken sense of trepidation. The terrain shifted from lush forests to arid wastelands, each step revealing new challenges and unseen dangers. Dr. Lyra's tracking device beeped occasionally, guiding us toward the cryptic cartographer. The silence between us was broken only by the rustling of our footsteps, our breathing, and the occasional distant rumble of ancient ruins. Hours turned into days, and the blistering sun beat down on us like an unrelenting curse. We pushed on, our bodies screaming for rest, but our spirits driving us forward. The landscape began to change, the wasteland giving rise to towering rock formations that pierced the sky like ancient sentinels. "We're close," Dr. Lyra said, her eyes fixed on the tracking device. "The cartographer's signal is getting stronger." As we crested a sandy dune, a hooded figure emerged from the shadows, their eyes gleaming with an unnerving intensity. "Welcome, seekers," the cartographer said, their voice low and gravelly. "I have been expecting you. You have come for the Aethereian archive." I nodded, my heart pounding in anticipation. "We have." The cartographer's gaze swept across us, their eyes lingering on each face before returning to mine. "Then let us begin. But first you must prove your worth. I will give you a map, but it will lead you only to the first trial. The path to the archive is fraught with danger, and only those who are pure of heart and strong of spirit will succeed." I felt Archaea's hand brush against mine, a fleeting gesture of solidarity. Kale's eyes locked onto the cartographer, his hand resting on the hilt of his sword. Dr. Alara's gaze was fixed on the map, her mind already racing with the possibilities. "I'm ready," I declared, my voice firm. "Let's begin." The cartographer nodded, a faint, enigmatic smile spreading across their face. "Then let us start your journey." Together previously, Alex and his companions had defeated Archon, and Lyrian had taken the reins of their fledgling government. A cryptic message from an unknown ally hinted at the existence of a hidden Aethereian archive, containing ancient knowledge and forgotten technologies that could forever change the course of their world. As the cartographer handed over the worn, yellowed map, a gust of wind swept through the air, and the rocks surrounding us seemed to whisper ancient secrets. I felt the weight of the trials ahead, but my determination only grew stronger. "Let's move out," I called out, my voice carrying across the desolate wasteland. We navigated the twisting canyons, the map guiding us through treacherous terrain. The air grew thick with an unspoken sense of foreboding, and the silence between us was heavy with anticipation. Kale led the way, his sword at the ready, while Dr. Alara's tracking device beeped occasionally, ensuring we stayed on course. Archaea walked beside me, her hand brushing against mine, offering a comforting reassurance. The terrain shifted and we entered a dense, misty forest. Towering trees loomed above, their branches like skeletal fingers reaching out to snare us. We ventured deeper, the air colder, heavier with an otherworldly energy. Suddenly, the trees parted and we stumbled into a clearing surrounded by ancient, crumbling statues. At the center stood a massive, ornate door, inscribed with Aethereian runes that pulsed with a soft blue light. "This is the first trial," the cartographer announced, their voice low, mysterious. "The door will only open to those who demonstrate selflessness. One among you must give up something precious, something that holds significance to your heart." The weight of the task settled upon us, and I felt my companion's eyes upon me. I thought of Lyra, of my past, of the journey that had brought me here. I looked at Archaea, at Kale, at the friends who had stood by me through thick and thin, and I knew what I had to do. "I'll do it," I said, my voice firm. "I'll give up something precious." Archaea's eyes widened in concern, but I shook my head. "This is what I've been searching for. This is what will redeem Aetherea." I took a deep breath, reached into my pocket and withdrew the small, intricately carved wooden box. It was the only reminder of my past, of my mother, of the life ID left behind. "I'm giving up my memories," I said, my voice barely above a whisper. "I'm giving up the past." As I opened the box, a faint, golden light escaped, carrying with it the whispers of my childhood. The blue light on the door pulsed stronger and the runes began to shimmer. The door creaked open, revealing a chamber filled with ancient artifacts and mysterious relics. The cartographer nodded, their eyes gleaming with approval. "You have passed the first trial, but be warned. The path ahead grows more treacherous, and the trials will only grow more difficult." I looked at my friends, my heart heavier with the weight of what lay ahead. But I knew we would face it together. We would uncover the secrets of the Aethereian archive and forge a brighter future for Aetherea. Previously, Alex and his companions had defeated Archon, and Lyrian had taken the reins of their fledgling government. A cryptic message from an unknown ally hinted at the existence of a hidden Aethereian archive, containing ancient knowledge and forgotten technologies that could forever change the course of their world. As we ventured deeper into the chamber, the air thickened with an otherworldly energy. Ancient artifacts and mysterious relics lay scattered before us, whispering secrets of a forgotten era. I felt the weight of discovery settling upon us, but my companions' eyes were wary, their hands resting on the hilts of their swords. Suddenly, a faint hum echoed through the chamber and a section of the wall slid open, revealing a hidden console. Dr. Alara's eyes lit up as she rushed to examine the ancient technology. "This is incredible," she exclaimed. "It's a gateway to the archive's mainframe. We can finally unlock the secrets of Lyra's biotechnology." But as she worked, the console began to glow with an ominous energy. The hum grew louder, and the air charged with an electric tension. "What's happening?" Kale asked, his voice laced with concern. "I'm not sure," Dr. Lyra replied, "but we need to shut it down before it's too late." The console burst into a blinding flash of light, and a deafening crash shook the chamber. As the echoes faded, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was Dr. Orion, their eyes aglow with an unsettling intensity. "You shouldn't have done that," they said, their voice dripping with malice. "You've just activated the archive's security protocols. Now the entire complex will self-destruct in mere minutes. We need to find a way to override the sequence before we're all incinerated." As the countdown began, I felt panic rising within me, but I knew I had to stay calm. I turned to Archaea, my heart pounding in my chest. "We need to find the override code. Can you sense anything?" Archaea's eyes fluttered closed, her body relaxing into a meditative pose. And in that moment I felt a spark of connection between us, a sense of unity that gave me hope. "I think I have it," Archaea said, her voice barely above a whisper. "The code is hidden in the chamber's architecture. We need to find the resonance frequency of the ancient runes etched into the walls." As the clock ticked down, we scrambled to decipher the code, racing against time. But with every step, I felt my connection to Archaea growing stronger, more intuitive. And I knew that together we could overcome even the impossible. "I've got it," Dr. Orion exclaimed as they worked the console. "The sequence is canceling. We did it." The countdown halted and the chamber fell silent. I turned to my friends, my heart full of gratitude. We had overcome the first hurdle, but I knew that the trials ahead would be even more daunting. As we caught our breath, Dr. Lyra approached me, a curious expression on her face. "Alex, there's something I need to tell you. I've been analyzing the data from the console, and I think I've found something remarkable. The archive's secrets may hold more than just ancient knowledge. They may hold the key to your past." I felt a shiver run down my spine as I met Dr. Lyra's gaze. What secrets lay hidden in the Aethereian archive? And what lay in store for me as I delved deeper into the unknown? Previously, Alex and his companions had defeated Archon, and Lyra had taken the reins of their fledgling government. A cryptic message from an unknown ally hinted at the existence of a hidden Aethereian archive, containing ancient knowledge and forgotten technologies that could forever change the course of their world. As I gazed into Dr. Lyra's eyes, I saw a reflection of my own uncertainty, a sense of unease that the secrets of the archive might unravel the very fabric of my existence. The hum of the console, still echoing in my mind, was now replaced by the whisper of ancient artifacts, promising to unravel the tangled threads of my past. Suddenly, the chamber's walls began to shimmer, as if the very fabric of reality was being pulled apart. A blinding light illuminated the space, and I felt myself being drawn into a vision, a realm beyond the confines of time and space. I saw a figure, shrouded in mystery, standing at the edge of a vast expanse, where stars and galaxies stretched out like a celestial tapestry. "Who are you?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. The figure raised its head, and I saw a face, etched with ancient wisdom, gazing back at me. "I am the guardian of the cosmos," it replied, its voice like a gentle breeze. "And you, Alex, are the key to unlocking the secrets of Aethereia's forgotten past." The vision faded, and I found myself standing in the chamber, my friends gathered around me, their eyes filled with concern. But I knew that I had been given a glimpse of the archive, a promise of hidden truths and ancient knowledge that could change the course of our world. "We need to move," I said, my determination renewed. "We have to uncover the secrets of the Aethereian archive, no matter the danger that lies ahead." As we ventured deeper into the unknown, I felt the weight of the journey settling upon us. The path ahead would be fraught with danger, but I knew that I was not alone. I had Archaea, Dr. Lyra, and Kale by my side, and together we would brave the unknown and emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. The journey had just begun previously. Alex and his companions had defeated Archon, and Lyra had taken the reins of their fledgling government. A cryptic message from an unknown ally hinted at the existence of a hidden Aethereian archive, containing ancient knowledge and forgotten technologies that could forever change the course of their world. Alex had received a mysterious vision, where a guardian of the cosmos revealed that he was the key to unlocking the secrets of Aetherea's forgotten past. As we ventured deeper into the unknown, the silence was broken by the rustling of parchment and the soft glow of luminescent orbs. We found ourselves in a cramped, dimly lit chamber, surrounded by shelves upon shelves of ancient texts, dusty relics, and forgotten artifacts. Before us stood a figure, shrouded in shadows, its face obscured by a hood. "Welcome, Alex," the figure said, its voice like a gentle breeze. "I am Lyra, the reclusive cartographer. You've been searching for the Aethereian archive's cryptic maps, and I possess the only copy that still exists." Lyra stepped forward, revealing a worn, yellowed parchment, adorned with intricate symbols and markings. As I touched the map, I felt an energy coursing through my veins, as if the very essence of Aetherea was awakened within me. "This is it," Dr. Lyra whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. "The map holds the secrets of Aetherea's forgotten past. With this, we can unlock the archive." But as we began to study the map, a group of shadowy figures emerged from the shadows, their eyes fixed on the parchment. "You shouldn't have come here," one of them growled, baring their teeth. "The secrets of Aetherea belong to us, and we'll stop at nothing to claim them." The air was thick with tension as we prepared to face the rival treasure hunters. I knew that this was just the beginning of our journey, and that the path ahead would be fraught with danger. But with Lyra's cryptic maps and the determination of my companions, I felt a sense of hope, a sense that we were one step closer to unlocking the secrets of the Aethereian archive. As we ventured deeper into the unknown, I felt the weight of the journey settling upon us. But I knew that I was not alone. I had Archia, Dr. Lyra, Kale, and Lyra by my side, and together we would brave the unknown and emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. We set off into the unknown, following the map, as the rival treasure hunters hotly pursued us. The journey was far from over, and the stakes were higher than ever before. But I knew that with my friends by my side, we could overcome any obstacle and unlock the secrets of the Aethereian archive. As we traversed the treacherous landscapes, avoiding deadly traps and fighting off rival treasure hunters, the map began to reveal its secrets. We discovered hidden strongholds, ancient artifacts, and cryptic relics that held the power to reshape Aetherea's destiny. With each new discovery, the stakes escalated and the path to the archive grew clearer. But with every step forward, I felt a growing sense of unease. The secrets of the archive were powerful, and I knew that they could change the course of our world forever. I began to wonder if we were ready for such power, if we were worthy of unlocking the secrets of Aetherea's forgotten past. As we journeyed deeper, the shadows grew darker, the air thickened with anticipation. I knew that the final challenge was approaching, a test of our courage, loyalty, and ingenuity. The road ahead was fraught with uncertainty, but I knew that with my companions by my side, we would emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. The archive was within our grasp, and I knew that our journey was far from over. But I was ready for whatever lay ahead, for I knew that together we would forge a brighter future for Aetherea, one where the lessons of our journey would illuminate the path to redemption and a golden dawn. Previously, Alex and his companions had defeated Archon, and Lyrian had taken the reins of their fledgling government. A cryptic message from an unknown ally hinted at the existence of a hidden Aethereian archive, containing ancient knowledge and forgotten technologies that could forever change the course of their world. As we ventured deeper into the unknown, Lyra's cryptic maps led us to hidden strongholds, ancient artifacts, and cryptic relics that held the power to reshape Aetherea's destiny. But with every step forward, I felt a growing sense of unease, and the shadows grew darker, the air thickened with anticipation. I knew that the final challenge was approaching, a test of our courage, loyalty, and ingenuity. Now, as we stood before the entrance to the Aethereian archive, a colossal structure that pierced the sky like a shard of crystal, I felt the weight of the journey settling upon us. The rival treasure hunters, hot on our heels, had finally caught up. I could sense their desperation, their hunger for power. But I knew that I had my friends by my side, and together we would brave the unknown. The air was electric with anticipation as Dr. Lyra deciphered the ancient runes etched into the entrance. "It's a riddle," she whispered, her eyes locked on the symbol of the cosmos. "The guardian of the cosmos will reveal the secrets, but only to those who possess the heart of the archive." As she spoke, the rival treasure hunters closed in, their eyes blazing with a mixture of fear and greed. I knew that this was it, the final showdown. I drew a deep breath, my heart pounding in my chest. I knew that I had to reveal its secrets, and I was ready to face whatever lay ahead. "Let's do this," I said, my voice steady, my determination unwavering. "We've come too far to turn back now." With a collective nod, we charged forward, the rival treasure hunters hot on our heels. The entrance to the archive loomed before us, a portal to the secrets of Aethereia's forgotten past. As we stepped through the threshold, the cosmos itself responded, a burst of energy coursing through my veins. The rival treasure hunters were swallowed by the darkness, their screams echoing in the distance. We had finally reached the heart of the Aethereian archive. But as we gazed upon the ancient relics and the forgotten technologies that could change the course of our world, I knew that our journey was far from over. The secrets of the archive held the power to reshape Aethereia's destiny. But with power came responsibility, and I knew that we had to wield it wisely. As we ventured deeper into the heart of the archive, I knew that our journey was far from over. But I was ready for whatever lay ahead, for I knew that together, we would forge a brighter future for Aethereia, one where the lessons of our journey would illuminate the path to redemption and a golden dawn. Previously, Alex and his companions had finally reached the Aethereian archive, overcoming rival treasure hunters and deciphering ancient runes to unlock the secrets of Aethereia's forgotten past. But as they gazed upon forgotten technologies and relics, they knew their journey was far from over. As we delved deeper into the heart of the archive, Dr. Lyra's eyes widened in awe, her fingers dancing across ancient consoles, unlocking hidden chambers and revealing ancient knowledge. "We've done it, Alex. We've finally found the answers we've been searching for." But amidst the excitement, I couldn't shake off the feeling that we were being watched. I glanced around but saw no signs of danger. It was then that I noticed Archon, her eyes fixed on a console displaying an ancient prophecy. "What is it?" I asked, my voice low, my heart racing. "It's a warning," she whispered, her eyes locked on the screen. "A warning about an ancient entity, a being of immense power, dormant for centuries but awakened by our presence." I felt a chill run down my spine as Dr. Lyra's eyes snapped towards us, her face pale. "It can't be," she whispered. "The celestial devourer." Ancient texts spoke of its existence, but we thought it was just a legend. As the words hung in the air, the chambers began to shake, the ancient technology humming to life. The celestial devourer, a being of immense power, began to awaken, its presence threatening to consume the very fabric of reality. "We have to get out of here," I shouted, my voice echoing off the walls. "Now." But it was too late. The celestial devourer had already begun to break free of its ancient slumber, its presence filling the chambers, its power coursing through the air. We were trapped with no way out. As the entity's energy enveloped us, I knew that our journey was far from over. We had unleashed a power beyond our control, and now we had to find a way to stop it before it was too late. The fate of Aethereia hung in the balance, and we were the only ones who could save it. Previously, Alex and his companions had unlocked the secrets of the Aethereian archive, but in doing so they awakened the ancient entity known as the Celestial Devourer, a being of immense power that threatened to consume the very fabric of reality. The team was trapped with no way out. As the entity's energy enveloped us, I felt my vision blurring, my thoughts fragmenting, and my connection to Lyra's biotechnology faltering. I was on the brink of being consumed, my existence dissolving into the void. But just as all hope seemed lost, Archaea's hand grasped mine, her touch sparking a surge of energy that coursed through me, stabilizing my connection to Lyra's tech. With renewed strength, I turned to Dr. Lyra, her eyes fixed on the ancient consoles, her fingers dancing across the controls. "We need to find a way to stop it," I yelled, my voice hoarse from the strain. "I'm trying, Alex," she shouted back, her brow furrowed in concentration. "But the celestial devourer's power is unlike anything I've ever seen. It's adapting to our attempts to stop it, countering every move we make." As we spoke, the chamber shook, the walls cracking, the air thickening with an otherworldly energy. I knew we had to act fast or risk being consumed by the entity's power. With a surge of adrenaline, I turned to Kale, my friend's eyes locked on mine. "We need to find a way out of here now," I shouted, my words echoing off the walls. Without hesitation, Kale sprinted towards the entrance, his footsteps echoing through the chamber. But as he reached the door, it was too late. The celestial devourer's power had sealed the exits, encasing us in an impenetrable barrier of energy. We were trapped with no way out. In desperation, I turned to Archaea, her eyes locked on mine. "We need to find another way," I shouted, my voice hoarse from the strain. Archaea's gaze snapped towards Dr. Lyra, her eyes scanning the ancient consoles. "There may be another way," she shouted, her voice trembling. "An ancient portal sealed for centuries, hidden deep within the archive." With newfound hope, we turned to Dr. Lyra, her fingers dancing across the consoles. "I can try to reactivate the portal," she shouted, her face set in determination. "But it will require immense power that Lyra's biotechnology can't provide." As we pondered the impossible, the celestial devourer's power surged, its energy threatening to consume us. We had to act fast or risk being erased from existence. With a deep breath, I turned to my friends. "We'll find a way," I shouted, my voice echoing off the walls. "Together, we'll find a way to stop the celestial devourer and escape this trap." With renewed determination, we set forth on a perilous quest to reactivate the ancient portal, our only hope of survival previously. Alex and his companions were trapped in the Aethereian archive with no way out, the ancient entity's power threatening to consume them. In a desperate bid to escape, they planned to reactivate an ancient portal, sealed for centuries, but it would require immense power beyond Lyra's capabilities. As I gazed into Archaea's determined eyes, I felt a spark of hope ignite within me. We had to try, no matter the cost. I turned to Dr. Lyra, her fingers hovering over the ancient consoles. "What's the plan?" I asked, my voice steady. Dr. Lyra's eyes darted towards an ancient relic, a glowing crystal nestled in a pedestal. "That crystal is the key to reactivating the portal," she explained, her voice laced with urgency. "But it's been drained of its power. We need to find a way to recharge it." I nodded, my mind racing. "Kale, can you check the surrounding area for any clues?" I asked, turning to my friend. Kale nodded, sprinting off towards the sealed door. "I'll see what I can find," he shouted back. As Kale disappeared from view, I turned to Dr. Lyra. "What kind of power are we talking about?" I asked, my eyes fixed on the ancient relic. Dr. Lyra's expression turned grim. "We need a power source that can rival the celestial devourer's energy. Something ancient, something powerful." Archaea's hand grasped mine, her touch sparking a surge of energy within me. "I think I know where we might find what we need," she whispered, her eyes locked on mine, a hint of determination etched on her face. In that moment, I knew we had to trust her instincts. "What is it?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. Archaea's gaze snapped towards the ancient consoles. "The archive's central core," she whispered. "It's said to contain the secrets of Aethereian's creation. If we can tap into that power, we might be able to recharge the crystal and reactivate the portal." I turned to Dr. Lyra, her eyes widening in awe. "That's a long shot," she whispered, "but it's our only hope." With a deep breath, I turned to my friends. "Let's do it. Let's tap into the central core and see if we can harness its power." As we set forth on our perilous quest, the celestial devourer's power surged, its energy threatening to consume us. But we refused to back down, our determination and trust in each other driving us forward. We had to try, no matter the cost. The fate of Aetherea hung in the balance, and we were its only hope previously. Alex and his companions were trapped in the Aethereian archive, desperate to reactivate a sealed portal to escape the ancient entity's consuming power. With Archea's guidance, they planned to tap into the central core, harnessing its power to recharge a crucial crystal and unlock their only way out. As we delved deeper into the heart of the archive, the air grew thick with anticipation. The celestial devourer's energy reverberated through the ancient consoles, threatening to shut down our plans at any moment. I could feel its presence, a constant reminder that time was running out. Suddenly, Kale burst into the central chamber, a dusty scroll clutched in his hand. "I found this hidden compartment," he explained, his voice barely audible over the hum of the consoles. "This scroll might hold the secrets to accessing the central core." Archea's eyes locked onto the parchment, her fingers dancing across its surface as she deciphered the ancient script. "It's a riddle," she whispered, "but I think I can crack it." Dr. Lyra leaned in, her eyes wide with excitement. "The answer lies in the harmony of the ancient stars," she whispered, the celestial map etched on the walls of the archive. With the cryptic message decoded, we set to work, aligning the ancient consoles to match the celestial pattern. The air hummed with anticipation as we waited for the core to respond. And then, in a blaze of light, the central core burst to life, its power coursing through the ancient relic. The crystal began to glow, its energy surging as it absorbed the power of the core. Dr. Lyra's hands moved deftly, channeling the energy into the portal. The air shimmered, the seal on the door beginning to dissipate. We had done it. We had found a way out. But as we turned to leave, the celestial devourer's voice boomed through the chamber, its power surging in a final, desperate bid to claim us. "You may have escaped this time, but the secrets of Aetherea are not for you to wield," it thundered. "You will be hunted, and the remnants of Archon's regime will stop at nothing to claim the power of the archive for themselves." With those ominous words, we fled the archive, the portal's power propelling us into the unknown. As we emerged on the other side, the landscape before us transformed, the ancient ruins giving way to a vast expanse of sand and rock. We had entered the Aethereian wastes, a treacherous land rumored to hold ancient secrets and hidden dangers. Our journey had only just started. The hunt for the Aethereian archive was on, and we were just a few steps ahead of those who would stop at nothing to possess its power. But with the stakes escalating, and the path to the archive fraught with danger, I knew that I had to confront my own doubts and fears, and learn to trust my instincts if I was to guide my companions through the trials ahead. Previously, the group had escaped the Aethereian archive, harnessing its power to unlock the portal, but not before the celestial devourer issued an ominous warning that they would be hunted by the remnants of Archon's regime, who sought to claim the power of the archive for themselves. As we ventured deeper into the Aethereian wastes, the harsh landscape stretched out before us like an endless sea. The scorching heat and abrasive winds made every step a battle against the elements. We had to push forward, knowing that the rival treasure hunters were closing in. Archeia, ever resourceful, led us to a hidden oasis where a reclusive cartographer, rumored to possess maps that could lead us to the archive, dwelled. The cartographer, an enigmatic figure with eyes that seemed to see right through us, welcomed us with a cryptic message. "The paths to the archive are treacherous, but the rewards are worth the risk." With the cartographer's map etched into our memories, we pressed on, traversing treacherous canyons and scaling ancient ruins. Every step, we were stalked by rival treasure hunters who would stop at nothing to claim the power of the archive. As we navigated the labyrinthine ruins of an ancient city, Dr. Orion, the brilliant scientist who had been studying the forgotten past of Aetherea, joined us. His radical theories on Lyra's biotechnology held the key to unlocking the secrets of the archive, but his own secrets threatened to tear us apart. As tensions within the group mounted, we stumbled upon an ancient stronghold, hidden deep within the ruins. Inside, we discovered ancient artifacts and cryptic relics which held the secrets of Aetheria's forgotten past. But we were not alone. A hidden faction of rogue scientists who had infiltrated the Rebel Alliance revealed themselves, determined to claim the power of the archive for themselves. The final confrontation had begun. The stakes were higher than ever, and the road ahead fraught with uncertainty. I knew that I had to confront my own doubts and fears, and learn to trust my instincts if I was to guide my companions through the trials ahead. As we battled against the rogue faction, the air was thick with tension. The ancient artifacts which we had discovered seemed to hum with energy, as if waiting for their true purpose to be revealed. Kale, ever loyal, fought beside me, his movements fluid and deadly. Dr. Lyra, her eyes shining with determination, worked tirelessly to harness the power of the relics. But as the battle raged on, Archon fell, her body pierced by a rogue scientist's blade. Time seemed to slow as I rushed to her side, my heart shattering into a million pieces. The pain was unbearable as I realized that I had lost the one person who had ever understood me. With a fierce cry, I charged forward, my instincts guiding me. The ancient artifacts, sensing my rage, burst to life, channeling their power into me. I felt invincible as I fought against the rogue faction and avenged Archon's death. In the end, we emerged victorious, the rogue faction defeated and their plans foiled. But the cost had been high. As I stood amidst the ruins of the stronghold surrounded by my companions, I knew that I had finally found my true purpose. I had learned to trust my instincts and guide my companions through the trials ahead. Epilogue. As we stood at the threshold of a new era, I gazed up at the stars, now shining brighter than ever before. The lessons of my journey would illuminate the path to redemption and a golden dawn. The power of the Aethereian archive would be used to forge a brighter future, where Lyra's biotechnology would be harnessed to create a world of wonder, not fear. In the distance, the Iridian waste stretched out, a reminder of the journey that had brought us here. I knew that there were still secrets to uncover and adventures waiting to be had. But for now, I stood as a beacon of hope, guiding my companions towards a brighter tomorrow.